welcome back to our channel where we bring you the latest insights on the real estate market in Orange County, California and Dallas, Texas. A little bit So let's get down to these lending trends, the market analysis that we're speaking of in mortgage in Orange County, California. You know what, guys? So I'm gonna give you the real deal today. I've got my script that I wrote, you know, as a guide to keep me on track, you know, for my YouTube. I mean, realistically, let's jump into lending trends and analysis. I mean, transitioning to the mortgage lending landscape, we've seen fascinating trends emerge. Lenders are actually adapting and changing market conditions by offering a variety of mortgage products. That's such a crock of bullshit. Where'd you get that, Chat GPT? I'm gonna give you the real deal today. Okay, here's what's going on. Wells Fargo, Chase, Citi, Wells Fargo, Citi, Chase, B of A, Bank of America, all the big banks, these big four have owned the jumbo market because what they do is say, hey, Mr. Jones, if you want to do a loan with us for $2 million on that house that you're buying for $6 million, it's a low loan to value. If you bring in $1 million, set it up in our account, we'll give you a below market interest rate because we're not really worried about selling that note right now. We know it's probably going to be refinanced and we've got deep pockets, so we're going to take on that risk, and that's why we do that for A-paper borrowers that fit into the box that they can make a large deposit. They go, oh, Mr. Jones, well, you don't have an extra $1 million? Well, we'll give you a little bit higher of a rate if you only deposit $750,000 with us. So that's what you're up against. Don't believe the hype. Everybody going, oh, if you need a jumbo loan, you got to go to a big bank, because they're only getting those rates because they're putting massive deposits in. If you have massive amounts of money and you know, you can make massive deposits everywhere and you still want to get a mortgage, you know, maybe you should go to B of A, but maybe not, because if you're that smart and you've done that well, why the heck would you want to deal with an order taker at B of A or Wells Fargo or Chase or Citi? Anyway, let me tell you what's really going on. They're pulling out. They're not totally pulling out, but Wells Fargo restructured, got rid of all their good underwriters from the Bay Area and bought a facility in North Carolina. They're outsourcing all of their underwriting out of North Carolina because it's cheap and they can get cheap labor there, and they're inexperienced. So I hear this from Wells Fargo loan officers as well as underwriters that have been laid off. So what is everybody doing to adapt and change in this trending market analysis that I'm giving you here? What is everyone doing to adapt to this change? Well, I can tell you what we're doing, and our lending partner, our number one lending partner, UWM, United Wholesale Mortgage. What's up, Matt? I'll be there, you know, cocktail hour. I say, if you have the Gulfstream pick me up in Orange County about 5, I could be to our dinner party, Matt Ishbia, at 8. Will that work? And am I wearing a blue tie or a red tie? And man, I want to sit by Donald Trump this time. I mean, this is bullshit. Like, let me sit within, so, you know, I could talk to him and get the details on what's really going on. Anyways, what is Matt doing over there? Thank you, by the way, Matt. It's obviously just a joke. But what is UWM doing? Man, when other lenders are pulling back the reins, saying we're going to lower our loan to value, we're going to raise rates, we're going to require more down, we're going to make less people qualify for this because of our overlays for risk. We want less loans right now. What is Matt Ishbia doing at UWM? He comes out with pink, yellow, green, blue, red, different jumbo products so that we can offer those to our borrowers. I got one in Fresno that went into contract this morning. My agent wrote it at midnight last night. What's up, Casey? Number one real estate agent in Fresno as far as I'm concerned. I don't care if you're number 59 on the list. You're going to be number one, buddy. I know it. I'm giving you 24 months to be number one on that list, and I think it's going to happen, and I'll help you with it. Anyway, so he wrote the offer last night. This is a jumbo. It's 50%, well, 40% down. It is $1.5 million, and he got this offer accepted. People, let me just give you an example of something what not to do. Don't go look at a property on a Wednesday night, wait around until Thursday, and write an offer on Friday. Do you want to know why you don't do that? Because the agent called this morning and said, man, Casey, you were really burning the midnight oil last night. I'm so happy that you got this offer in because our buyers or our sellers are on a plane to out of the country. They actually stopped this morning and signed the offer. They're accepting the offer. And you know, if you wouldn't have got it in last night, then we would have been looking at offers from Thursday and Friday on Monday next week after everybody from the weekend looked at it and put their highest and best in. He goes, but you threw it in. They won it by being the first one. So let's see, low ball, piss off the sellers, and wait for everybody to go see it over the weekend and see if they can find a way to find out how much you offered so they can up it by 10 grand and take you out of the picture. Or house you really like, come in and ask, be the first offer, have a great loan officer, tell them you're closing fast, have your loan officer detail this out, do a video, and what happens? You win. This is the winning formula, people. For those considering entering the market, whether as buyers or sellers, it's essential to work with experienced real estate professionals who can provide guidance tailored to your situation. What does that mean? The dynamics of the Orange County and Coronadale markets require a strategic approach. I think every market requires a strategic approach. We use a strategic approach in the Dallas market, Visalia, Tulare County, Fresno County, Clovis, Los Angeles, Palm Springs. I mean, I'm right here in Orange County in Harbor View right now. Look at this house behind me, by the way. It is 1030. I love that look of that room up top, the black room. I mean, it's beautiful. So this is what's going on. You got to have a strategic approach. It's all about timing. It's all about how you write your offer with your contingencies in your, we wrote a 21-day escrow, shortened up our contingencies on that, got the offer in the same day the house went on the market, and the people accepted it, a 1.5 something purchase. Unbelievable. So that's how you do it. If you want to know how to do it and you're in Fresno or you're in Clovis, you've got to call my friend. He's a dear friend now. We met on a transaction when I saved a client of his who had been turned down by Bank of America on the 37th day of a 30-day escrow. Not only did they turn him down, but they turned him down 7 days after his escrow was already up. And talk about customer service, B of A. That is so good. It just makes my business so much stronger. Anyways, great friends, if you need an agent in Fresno or Clovis, I'm telling you, this is what this guy does. We were masterminding. You got to see my pre-approval that I did for this last night. Best pre-approval in the industry. This one was for Fresno, California. I'll show it to you. I'm going to throw it up right here. See how I do the detailed bullet points and all of the information to go with the photo of the actual house. What do you think a seller says when they look at this? Here's what I tell you what the sellers say. They say, oh my gosh, how do we get his number? I want to use him on my purchase. He is inspiring me, and he's also manipulating me with his photos and his whole presentation to pick his buyer's offer. Page 2 usually has something with the first page of the credit report to show those shiny, nice scores. We do the DU findings, at least the first page, to show that, hey, we got an approve eligible, we got an appraisal waiver, we're using 1-year tax returns, just showing that we're detailed and going above and beyond in anything that you do. Whatever you do, do it well, okay? Do it well, and if you can do it just 1% better than everybody else each day, where will you be in terms of everybody else in your competition in 365 days? Light years is what I'm saying, and people notice people that do the extra work and they set themselves apart, and you're gonna win. And I guarantee you, if that's what you do in life or business, you'll start snowballing. It's gonna be hard to get that wheel rolling, but it'll start snowballing and it'll be worth it.